it's gorgeous. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, so this is a pear, and it's probably about this big. Sorry, I don't have a scale in this, and it's gold, and it's got some shiny elements to it. And this pear, my parents immigrated to Canada as part of this wave of hard-to-fill places. So they were encouraging, Canada was encouraging immigrants to come, and they were putting people in, above the tree line, or we were placed in Carbonear, Newfoundland, so right at the very edge of the country, and you had to live there for a year, and then the government gave you a packet of money and you could move anywhere, and then you were a landed immigrant and you could stay in Canada.
Where were your parents coming from?
Oh, sorry, they were coming from Scotland. So they're coming from Scotland, and I think they'd been married for 4 years, and I was 2. And they could only bring, they couldn't bring very much. And I have the chest, the trunk that they brought, and in the trunk, my mother brought these pears, among other Christmas decorations. And I think this is the thing that maybe my brother and sister don't remember, and this is the story that comes with this. So I don't know what possessed her to bring Christmas ornaments. Perhaps she didn't think there'd be any Christmas ornaments available in Canada. I don't know, but that's what she chose on, this huge life journey. This is what she chose to bring. And I still have the original box for this, for these. There are 4 of them, and so I still have the original box. So we grew up with these every year on the tree. And then when my dad passed away, almost 20 years ago now, my mom was downsizing. And so she was, we were all figuring out what to keep and what not to keep. And she had a lot of Christmas decorations. She's huge into Christmas. And she was saying, who wants these? And I said, I would take them. So from there, my parents moved to a small town in Ontario. So from Ontario, those pears traveled to Texas, where we lived. And then they went to Georgia. They went to Washington, D.C. They went to South Bend, Indiana, and now they're in Chicago. And on a tree.
Quite the journey.
Right, quite the journey. But also, they also were very evocative. And as I said, when I posted that picture on Instagram, and both my brother and my sister weighed in, I think for them it was like their childhood in a single picture, having forgotten about these pears. Because one of them said, I wonder what happens now. But we put them on our tree every year.
And so I think that is that experience of like being able to pull it out of that box at the beginning of the season and think about it. And you might not think about it in the off season, but as soon as you see it, it is that memory trigger for you, and brings back everything.
Right. And I mean, for me, I think as an anthropologist and as a storyteller, I think for me, what I really would like to know, and I'm going to call my mom tomorrow and ask her what possessed her to bring these from the UK to Canada when you were able to bring so limited, such a limited amount of things. That's what she chose. And I wonder how long, I don't know the story of how long they had been in her family, or whether this is something she purchased when she first met my dad. I really don't know, but I need to fill in the missing biography part of this pear's life.
I'd be really interested to know. It's really, really cool to think about that. There's something about these pears was important enough to take up valuable real estate in the packing, because also it's a delicate item. So it didn't take up just its little box. It was whatever insulation was provided to keep it safe on its journey.
That's exactly right. Yeah. I mean, it's really thoughtful consideration went into, deciding what got taken and what got left behind. And this was one of the chosen items. So yeah. I'm going to call her tomorrow and ask her.
Hey,
with the original box that it came in, do you have a sense of the what went into the production of these, or is it so does it seem like these are mass market by the fact that there are 4 of them in a box, or does it seem like they were given to your mother as a set at some point?
It looks like maybe something, and dare I say it, probably made in China, but sold in, it looks like it's mass produced. The box does. but there's no marking on the box. It's just it's a decorative box with a cellophane see-through window, and then it's got tartan on the outside. And so, but I did look to see if there was any name or brand associated, and there was no marking at all on it.